I'm Jem Poster, and I am the Programme Director of the Creative Writing Summer School. This was set up 2 years ago with the intention of bringing creative writing to the centre of the provision of the summer school. And what we've done is to focus largely on the work of students. That isn't to say that we don't have other things besides. On the one hand, we are workshopping student writing. On the other hand, we've got people coming in from outside, so that, for example, we will have poets, we will have novelists, and we will have agents and editors coming in to talk about the business of writing.
So the way the course works is that we, every day she would give us a writing prompt. Tiffany would give us a writing prompt, and we would have to write said prompt, and then the next day we would read it out in class, and each person would in turn get their paper critiqued. And I started off a little worried about that because I had never really shown my writing to other people. But it's really interesting to see how everyone gives their feedback and how everyone sees the piece at least slightly differently, and how you get the chance kind of to explain your piece, which you wouldn't necessarily get if you just published it. You can kind of tell people what you meant, and then they can tell you how to get that idea across better.
For 2016, we're going to be working on a number of different fronts. We've got 4 basic strands. We're going to be dealing with fiction in 2 of those strands. In one of them, it'll be the short story, and in the other, a more general fiction course. We're going to be having a course on life writing, creative non-fiction. We're also going to be having a more general course, which will include poetry, among a number of other options. In each case, you'll be able to do a single week, but the ideal, of course, is to be here for 2 weeks so that you get immersion in the full Cambridge experience.
I'm Midge Gillis, and I'm a creative writing tutor. I teach non-fiction, and I really enjoy the chance of bringing people together from around the world. And I think it's really interesting to see how different writers approach the same writing prompt in a different way. And one of the things I really enjoy, and the group always enjoys, is seeing how we approach the same subject in quite a varied way, and that in itself can be really interesting and help you to become a better writer. In talking about creative non-fiction, we look at the whole range of tools and skills you might need. So we look at research, we use photographs and images to try and help you to describe in a different way. And every day we're doing lots of writing. And I think that's one of the strong points of the summer school, is that you can devote this time purely to yourself and to your writing, and you can say to friends and family, that's what I'm doing. And it gives you the right to call yourself a writer, whether you want to be published or if you're just doing it for your own pleasure.
I'm Celia Swaby, and I live in Yeovil in Somerset. And I came to Cambridge University for the quality of the teaching. I did a lot of research, and I wanted to have a course that really expanded my writing and would challenge me in ways that I never anticipated, and I have not been disappointed. I have attended lots of conferences and workshops before, but this one I really wanted to up my game, and I had a whole bunch of questions I came with, and all of them had been answered, but not necessarily in the way that I expected. When I knew I was coming to Cambridge, I knew I wanted to stay at Newnham College. I'm a scientist by training, and I knew that a whole bunch of scientists, women and women writers were there, and I wanted to follow in their footsteps. And it's a beautiful campus, fantastic buildings, super gardens, and even this morning 3 baby squirrels were playing on a bench, and a green woodpecker flew past me and sat in the tree. So all of that has just added to the experience. I must say the staff, without exception, have been wonderful. They've looked after me, they've made me very welcome, I've been offered umbrellas when it's raining, they've been absolutely super, and I can highly recommend the banana tartine and the lemon meringue pie. The one thing I did not expect was to rekindle a past love from my teens, which was Shakespeare in the open air performance at St John's College. It was actually raining, and I didn't realise it was because I was so engrossed in the play, and I've come away with a newfound love of Shakespeare that I didn't realise that I would find. So I came to Cambridge as a chrysalis and I'm leaving as a butterfly.
There are a great number of opportunities for students to develop their skills, even in work that they have already embarked on. And as I said a moment ago, great opportunity to try things out, try things that you haven't done before, experiment, see how it works for you. What I've found this year, as indeed last year, is that students go away with a kind of excitement, a sense of their own capabilities that they didn't have when they embarked on the programme. And that is one of the great rewards for us as we put together these programmes in creative writing, seeing how people will develop their skills, develop their understanding of the complicated business of being a writer.
Hello, my name is Dr. Sarah Burton and I teach creative writing on the International Summer Programme. And the courses that I teach are basically going back to the basics of creative writing. So for example, we pay a lot of attention to things like plot and character. I love teaching on the summer school because you have students from all over the world with all sorts of backgrounds. And I think one of the important things the summer school gives writers is permission to be a writer. You are all aware that other people do not understand about writing. So when you appear to be sucking a pencil and looking out of a window, we know you're writing, but other people don't know you're writing. So what is lovely for students is to be in a community of people who understand that. There are other people like you. And the summer school gives you the permission to take your writing seriously. It gives you the support of being in a group with other writers, and it gives you the advantage of access to experts in various fields of creative writing. All things that a writer needs. The other thing that it gives you, which we're all very bad without, is deadlines. You have to produce a bit of work every day. This is pressure, I suppose, in that you have to produce work, but low pressure in terms of us being more interested in you experimenting and extending your skills rather than producing the best piece of writing you've ever produced. What the summer school should do is reinvigorate your writing, send you away with new ideas and with a sense of resolve, and also a set of strategies to help you continue the writing habit once you get home.
One of the most enjoyable things about a programme like this is seeing in a relatively short time students moving from really a quite basic point in their writing to quite a confident and assured approach to their work. Many people go away with a much sounder sense of where they are as writers. It's interesting that this programme has acted as a stepping stone for quite a number of students who have gone on to do master's courses in other UK universities. And although that's not the only index of success, it is one of the most interesting to us.
My name is Anne Paul. I live in Paris. I worked for an international organisation, editing books and research reports on generally international educational planning, which is a very dry matter full of long technical terms. So I wanted to spread my wings and learn how to write in a more poetic, descriptive manner, and I feel as if I've certainly come to the right place for the creative writing course in Cambridge's summer school. I've very much enjoyed my stay here. There have been absolutely wonderful contributions from people of all sorts of walks of life, older and younger members of our group. The result might be that I eventually terminate the draft novel that I have been carrying around with me for years. But all in all, do come. It's perfect, it's splendid. I've had a wonderful time.